Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our Indy. This is Captain April, and these are the days of our Indy. Okay, well, Indy's done some weird stuff lately, but again, it's Indy. She specializes in it. She's made an entire brand on it. But I mean, the main thing is, of course, the latest one, the Ladybug and Cat Noir video. I had to look up that. I'm not familiar with the show Miraculous. Looks interesting. Interesting concept there. But let's see. We had the Femboy Bowser thing, which is pretty much a complete waste of bandwidth, in my opinion. I wouldn't mind getting some of about a third of the pictures where she actually does get naked, but most of it's like, no, forget it. It's not even worth it. You're wasting your time on that. The Boo thing was like, mildly of interest, because the last bit, it's like, but the latest one though was the Cat Noir and Ladybug thing. It kind of brought things like, at what point do just the logistics of having to keep up this boy thing become too much of a pain in the ass? Especially when you could have put it in starker contrast, side by side. The Ladybug stuff, she would do it. They just take it, boom, go for it. Battle count, real orgasm. The Cat Noir thing, complete fake from beginning to end, and you can't really get into the thing when you know it's complete and total fake. Even if you'd found the squirty dildo, you still know it's a fake. And then there's a little bit, and there's technical reasons why she does. But Indy, generally, when guys are at home, and the underwear goes off. It doesn't stay, because I know why you do it, because you got to keep the thing in place, but and not give away the obvious lie that it's fake. But guys don't just pull down the underwear and go and keep the underwear goes bye-bye, okay? I mean, generally it's like even the shirt goes, because there's no one around. What are you hiding from, okay? And also, you don't want to get your stuff on the clothes, so get it out of the line of fire and not have to worry about it. But again, in order to maintain this delusion of being a boy, she can't do that. Got to keep the binder on. Got to keep the shorts up, hiding the pussy. At what point does this become too much of a pain in the ass? It's just enough. It ain't worth it anymore. You're not fooling anybody. Anybody who says, "Oh no, she's a boy because she says he is." No, she's a girl because she's born that way, and that's going to stay that way. I don't care what she chops off or gets mangled. She's always going to be a girl, and anyone who says differently is either selling something, playing to their own personal perversions, or is just, you're just fucking nuts, okay? It is time for sanity to reassert itself here, okay? And Indy, you say you hate your tits. Well, you clearly don't hate them that much, okay? Your behavior does not indicate that sort of thing. You would not be doing any of this if you had genuine gender dysphoria. You wouldn't be caught dead showing off those tits. Which means, no, you don't have it. This is not something you can self-diagnose, okay? You don't have it. Get over that. You got other issues at hand. You got a laundry list of those disorders you've already copped to yourself over the years. How about focusing on that, as that's your problem? That's what's driving this. And people indulging her and say, "Oh, but she's trans." Bullshit. Okay? Stop pushing that. You're not being kind. You're not being assertive. You're not being helpful. You're only driving it further and hurting her in the end. The only thing that's going to help in this is her finally pulling her head out of her ass and facing reality and coming to terms with reality. What happened, happened. You were born what you were born, okay? No kid is born in the wrong body. Anybody who says that needs to be shot, okay? We are lost at least a generation to this crap so far. You know? Technically, the video it isn't a competent video because you did, it's a split screen thing. I think a little tighter control on the script though, because we're talking over each other that wasn't very convincing. I think maybe script one half pretty strictly, and then maybe improv the response. Maybe do a playback and improv to that. That might work. Okay, but trying to improv both of them, trying to remember what you said at a certain time, it doesn't work very well. Okay, you can't really sync it up. There's no way to. And also, generally, most guys really don't like getting cum on their hands. Okay, they might spit up a good lube, but when it comes to the actual thing, no, we figure some way to get it somewhere else. It's a guy thing. Okay. But yeah, you watched a lot of guys jacking off, but you don't really know what it's like. You don't, you can approximate it because there are similarities. The nerve the nerve junctions are along similar lines, but there's differences. Okay. But like I wouldn't, I couldn't, I can only vaguely imagine what it's like, vaginal penetration. Not what it's like, I mean, at a deeper level, the same pleasure centers in the brain are being activated, but the physical sensation of the time is not the same. Can't be. And again, it's hard to take this thing any halfway seriously, because you're just stroking a piece of latex. So it's like. I mean, one side you can she's could be fake, but one of them might be. The one of them is definitely fake. It's like at least you can plausibly think that at least when she's in the girl thing, she's really coming. Okay. But on the cat noir thing, it's like no. It's all thing, and also with clear edits, so they'll cut, and then she putting in the fake cum. I'm not sure how it would have worked if she had found the squirty dildo. If that would, because you had the hose go inside and it was squeezing when you to do that thing. Like, Indy, give it up. Okay, you're getting too old for this shit. Okay. Seriously, this is the kids gig, okay? It's like the last gasp of make believe, and unfortunately, has been legitimized by a bunch of Transhausen by proxy parents who want it's the latest edition of the purse puppy. Everyone's got to have a trans kid. Now, in fact, actual trans people make up like not even a fraction of a percent. And frankly, they're getting pissed. They're the ones who got you thrown off Pornhub, frankly. And the guys who want legitimate femboys. You ain't it. You're never going to be it. I've consulted with a gay friend. It's like, no, gays don't like seeing biological girls. Otherwise, they wouldn't be gay. Okay? They want a live dick in that situation there. Okay? And some of it, it's even hinted that you're a biological female. It's an automatic turn off. Okay? They want men. They want guys. They want dicks. They don't want pussies. If there's a pussy in there, forget it. All you do is, that's why you got booted off Pornhub. For once, it wasn't something stupid you said on Twitter. It was something you're doing on actual Pornhub. But at some point, it's got to be getting old at this point. Okay? And again, I'm hearing also, this guy you hooked up with hates that you're doing porn and trying to keep you from doing something. I mean, on one hand, it's kind of, made the fancy streams duller dishwater. I mean, I'm not advocating one way or the other. I think I don't want to be like, no, you must get for my part. No, I wouldn't make me better than the other side. You do what you want to do. Don't let anybody tell you how to run your stream. Again, unless this guy's independently wealthy, is he going to make up the shortfall when your business starts imploding? Because you're not doing anything anybody wants to pay attention to anymore or pay money for? I want you to be successful, and then we've seen what works in the past, okay? And that means you as a girl, okay? That means you accepting your biological reality, okay? Not diving deeper into this delusion that just because your driver's license says you're male, no, that doesn't work that way. In fact, that sort of thing complicates a lot of other things. Suppose you're in an accident. Or some other thing where they need to know with absolute certainty what the hell you are. Like you're knocked out, and it's like this is a male. This is clearly a female. What the hell's going on here? It's like, so at some point, really, change the license back, okay? But also, it's like it might be a good step in reclaiming you. Like I said, you also run this thing that you're Irish. You're not Irish. You're not. You're a descendant from one of the powerful, the Scottish Highland clans. Okay. Your last name was a Scottish name. Okay. There's a lot of stuff you need to start rediscovering about yourself for real. Start getting back to reality, what actually is, and quit enough with the delusional playtime. Okay? I mean, I think a lot of this is also because, you've not exactly had a lifestyle that has encouraged a lot of what we'd say maturity. Okay? You still live in the life of a teenage, the cheerleader doing porn in her bedroom down the hall. Hoping mom and dad don't find out. And hitting that bong all the time is not helping either. That's perpetuating it too. That stunts development. It's like, yeah, you're almost 30. Mentally, you're maybe reaching your mid-20s. At this point, you've been holding yourself back. And it might be permanently too. You might be stunted for, or certainly you might not hit full maturity emotionally wasn't here in your 40s. So. Really, okay? It's like, this is getting old, okay? And you're not getting any younger, kid, okay? So, there's my thoughts on it, okay? And as far as, again, the video itself here, it's like, frankly, the Cat Noir thing was a distraction. Because they're trying to watch this thing, and it's like, what the hell's going on over here? It's like, probably just, maybe just put up a piece of paper over the screen covering that half of the screen, then I could probably do something. But because it's all play acting, the whole thing. It's like you're grunting and groaning. It's like it's nothing organic about it. So I'll leave it at that. We'll talk at you later.
A sound soul dwells within a sound mind and a sound body.